Back for more Bay Sunday now. It's one of the most densely populated cities in the U.S., and if I may say so, the most beautiful. Of course, we're talking about San Francisco in all its natural splendor, 5,500 acres of parkland, 25 rec centers, 150 ball fields, 24 miles of bike and park trails, 9 pools, 6 golf courses. My guest is laughing right now. Needless to say, we are blessed in San Francisco, and it's all here to enrich our lives. And here to chat is a woman who is making sure it stays that way, not only in the city, but all over California. She is a San Franciscan who has dedicated her life to the community. She is the state director for the Trust of Public Land, Gina Fromer.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Good morning, Frank.
And a former Jefferson Award winner here as well,
yes,
right? So,
yes.
Very good. Well, tell us exactly what that is all about. What do you do?
Well, you know, the Trust for Public Land, you know, first of all, we live in a state with incredible natural beauty, as you know, and the Trust for Public Land exists as a national organization that cares about the places and spaces you most care about. You know, we protect and conserve our most natural resources, our land and our water, and the beauty of our work is that we want to be where Americans are, and you know, 80% of Americans live in cities, and so we want to ensure that all Americans and Californians have a park within a 10-minute walk of where they live.
Yeah, you got to get out of the city.
You do.
Not just to a park, but up to the mountains.
A natural space, a natural area.
Why is that so important?
For inspiration, for happiness, for health, to connect people with nature is something that you can feel inside and you can share with others. And
you're fighting the good fight
to
make sure that there is land. You travel all over the state. Give us an idea of what you do.
So as a California State Director, I am privy to get a chance to see all the natural, beautiful landscapes in our wonderful, beautiful state, and connect with cities and communities. You know, in Watts, for example, there are no parks. In Bayview Hunters Point, there are no parks within a 10-minute walk. You know, growing up, my mom used to say, go play.
Yeah, right.
Right? And come back when the sun comes down. But for me, in Bayview, that meant, you know, the streets or the alleys behind the house or the old buildings. Right. There was no park within a 10-minute walk. And I can imagine what that would feel like if I was able to go out and run to a park where all my friends were and there were community building activities and mentors there. How would that feel? And so it's so important to have that experience as a child growing up.
And it builds a sense of community, too.
It builds character, it builds community. You get to know who your neighbors are. And healthy parks mean healthy community.
And healthy families.
Healthy families.
Well, is it a struggle now to do what you are doing and budget constraints and the whole shebang?
It is a struggle because, you know, we're a charity. And we completely rely on fundraising and investment in the work and our mission that we do across California. Particularly in San Francisco, we work with the Rec and Park Department on projects. We just finished Bodecker Park in the heart of the Tenderloin. And as you know, it's a very dense community. And 50,000 people now have can get to a park within 10 minutes. A park where they can get healthy, they can plant food, they can connect with neighbors. And you know, Tenderloin is a complicated community, but families live there. And so our goal is to get families out of their isolation and come on down and get together.
And you've been working in the community for, what, 3 decades now?
Yes.
YMCA, amongst other things?
Yes.
You've seen this work.
Absolutely.
You know?
I mean, building children, you know, we want to get kids from not only Main Street and the mountaintop, from the hood to the wood. You know, we want to be a future conservation. So, you know, the work of protecting our land and our water now and for the future will be here. We want to build that momentum in our communities. What
is your favorite outdoor park in San Francisco?
I have to say, and I know everyone feels this way, but Golden Gate Park.
Oh yeah, well it's the biggest and the best.
It's huge. And not only for that reason, but it's also long, and you can walk it, and you can experience different aspects of it. There's all the way to the beach, and there's all the way up to where you hear all the concerts, the Bluegrass Festival, and all these wonderful things. It's a multi-purpose park.
Interesting, too, because our forefathers, you have Central Park, New York, the Boston Common, Golden Gate Park.
Right.
They knew how important it was years ago.
It is.
Even though it wasn't quite settled like it is now.
Right, right. We just completed a economic value study in San Francisco on the how parks support the economy. And you wouldn't believe $960 million comes back to San Francisco because of our amazing parks that we have here in our city.
How can our viewers help?
You know what, to get more involved, www.tpl.org. And, you know, look up the things that we have completed and done. You know, we raise money from all ends of the spectrum, public, private, to move our vision and our mission forward. Get involved, you know, time, treasure, and talent. We want people to know what we do because we're doing it for you. And we want your kids to have a place to go.
And before we let you go, you travel all over California now.
Right.
San Franciscan, a native here. Is there one little jewel out there that we don't know about in California, way up in Northern California, Southern California?
You
that
know,
you've
the
stumbled
Sierras.
on?
You know, we completed 16 projects up there, and it's the source of San Francisco's water. People need to get up there and see and experience that. I had never gone to the Sierras.
You're kidding?
Never gone.
Oh my gosh.
Never gone. And when I stood at the highest peak and I looked around, I could not believe what I had missed.
Yeah, it's
you
the
know,
best.
so we want to get kids up there.
I lived in Tahoe for 2 or 3 years. The best place on earth.
It is, and
All
you
right.
can breathe. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank
All
you
right,
so much
thanks
for
a lot.
coming in, Gina. For more information about the Trust for Public Lands, log on to tpl.org. That's tpl.org. Nice and easy. Back with more Bay Sunday right after the break. Stay there.